Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. We're here in the boat doing some last minute rigging. So this is the morning before the third day of the event. This is knockout round on Waco. And you know, anytime as an angler, there's always things that you're brainstorming. You're staying up late at night. And last night I was just brainstorming. I'm like, man, there's like 2 or 3 more things I need to tie on. So that's what we're doing right now. We gotta get heading to the boat ramp though here in a few minutes. But one thing that I've already talked to you guys probably about it a little bit in other videos, but just how organized I am this year. It's incredible, man. And I really am enjoying how organized I am in this Icon LXE21. This tackle storage is incredible. But so that's what I'm doing. I'm just brainstorming, trying to figure out a couple more things to tie on. I looked at the weather, and man, we're gonna get some nasty weather. We're gonna have a cell come through probably around 9 a.m. and we're gonna get a lot of lightning probably. So a lot of that top water stuff, I was thinking that, you know, potentially they can cover a lot of water with the buzz baits, stuff like that. I feel like that's probably not going to materialize. It's probably going to be more chatterbaiting, maybe flipping. I gotta believe these fish are spawning hard. You know, right now we're on the backside of a moon, which isn't great for catching females, but there should be a lot of males up. So that's what we're doing. We're going to tie on 2 or 3 more things, but you guys are getting ready to see Waco. And never seen it before, so you guys are seeing it firsthand. The first time I'm seeing it, and we got to figure it out. We're gonna have you know, 3 2.5 hour periods, and we need to get it done. And the potential of catching a giant is there, so let's see if we can do it. Can't believe I didn't see one on bed in here. That was a little discouraging, to be honest. There ain't no bass in this pocket. There was not one on that cast. I really got to just cover water. That's why I couldn't flip. There's no way. I got to cover water until we get a bite or two, then I can slow down. I haven't caught a fish on a frog yet in 2026. I was really hoping to do it this morning for you. Oh, he come off. It's like 1.75 pounds probably. All right, well, we got our first bite. Biggin. Not that big. Nice. But it's a scoreable. Alright. Gosh dang, I thought he was a giant the way he was ripping out there in the middle. Alright, that's a very good sign, guys. This is a bait I can cover some water with. Swim bait. If they're gonna bite this, we'll be okay. It's important going to a new body of water and having a bait that you can just have confidence
2 pounds,
in
3 ounces.
and cover water with. First scoreable. Hopefully it's first of many. Hopefully. Gosh dang, he stomped it. Such a good feeling. Alright, second bite. Screwed the pooch on the first one. I mean, that was definitely a spawner. Come off the bed to eat it. Man, I'd really just love to see a dang big one on bed I can just catch real quick before this rain starts. Dude, there ain't no freaking bass in this place.
Very few. At least not in this pocket. The problem is I don't think they're back. Oh, white bass. Not a largemouth. Two. Oh, he's come off. Oh, no, he got it. Little guy, thought he'd come off. Non-scoreable. Non-scoreable. Alright. I mean, it just doesn't seem like they really want moving baits. I don't know what these other guys are doing, but seems like to me you gotta slow down. Score. Frig, man. I was hoping that was gonna be a dang big, and he's not gonna score. He's not gonna score.
1 pound 4 ounces non-scoreable.
AJ calling too. Dang, I was getting ready for that to be a dang big, and
10, 9, 8, 7.
you won't believe I got one.
4, 3.
Thankfully, it wouldn't have made it anyway. Ain't gonna make it. Had 2 bites on this stick bait. I had 1 bite on a Texas rig, so I don't know. Where's the bite? Little one, another little one. Another little one. A little tiny one. This is what I catch. Come to Texas. Catch dinks. understand why it's so tough on us. Just waiting to pick up on it. It just be whoom, whoom, big and heavy. What the hell, dude? Make America great again. You gotta be kidding me. I just caught a Trump flag. I mean, it's gonna be a good day. We're gonna figure it out, huh? That's gotta be the craziest thing I ever caught in my life. I should have kept it. Oh my God, you believe that? It came off. It came off. That's like a 3.5 pounder. It came off. Poppy, I thought you said you were a good luck. That was like a 3.5 pounder. Yeah, like 3.5 probably. Wasn't a giant one, but it was a 3.5. I'm just getting all this bad luck out of the way, so when I do hook a giant one, we're gonna catch it. That's what's gonna happen. Gotta clean it up. Free spawner. Wow, it's a free spawner. That's about the same size I lost. Guys, I just lost one that's like that. That's a free spawn bass. Lost one right about the same size.
3 pounds, 3 ounces.
3.3. I lost one just like that. Clean. I need to catch one like that, but 22 inches long. That sucker was built. Alright, we are going to try to catch a giant. That is the goal. In the meantime, right here, I missed one right here. It lines out right here. Oh my gosh, you're skin hooked.
£2, £6.
Alright, 2.6. Oh my gosh. No. Oh, he was on it. I think I can throw a Nico rig and catch a few, but I want to catch a dang big, and I know what the deal is. The deal is brush. I have to find the right pile. Oh, one more try, and then we're on to the next one. It's a big one, though. I know it is. It's freaking giant. I'm seeing a lot of fish, but a few of them were definitely bass because they got hot on this bait. Skinny one. If it wasn't skinny, it'd be a big one. Hit worm. Alright, I might have just figured a little something out.
£3, 14 ounces.
Might have just figured a little something out, guys. He's flying real high. There's two of them, and I haven't really been focusing on those. I've been focusing on the ones that are on the bottom, really in the structure. Might have been the clue we needed. If I can just find another one. He's probably gonna win because he's got both figured out. I might score. That's a score. Going to score.
£1, 13
13. Alright, hit worm again. DC's catching 8-pounders, I'm catching scorables. Sometimes it be that way. 2 8-pounders in one day, Sizzle. Gosh, dang it, boy. That doesn't suck. He's having some fun, I guarantee it. Dang, man, there was such a big one just looking at that. I'm not saying they were DC 8-pounders, but they were nice ones. Oh my gosh, it pulled it out of its mouth. Oh. Oh my gosh, he spit it again. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I just want one 5-pounder, that's all I want. Oh man, I wish I could have the day over. Oh guys, we had a toughie today, boy. Be like that sometimes. Gosh dang, man. Be like that. Freaking tough one.
Yeah. Man. Always throwing shade, bruh.
You know what I called him yesterday?
I'm sorry.
Talons.
Talons? Man, I got this one guy, one official, he's out there, he's freaking yelling at me. He's like, man, you got some long toes. All these officials know me by my feet. Not by my fishing, but my feet. My toes. I got long toes. But hey, guys, it's actually championship day right now. We're sitting on the couch, so clearly we didn't make the cut. You guys seen it was a struggle, but we're watching live right now. We're about an hour and 15 into championship day. We're just sitting here, Mark and I, just cutting up, talking, kind of just brainstorming. You know, where we went wrong. I mean, our big thing was, man, we didn't go over to Waco.
No, man, man, look, we had to do what we had to do, bro.
100%. There are some times in tournament
Straight
bass
up.
fishing that you just need to scrape by. You need to salvage a tournament, and I feel like that's where we're at here. Neither one of us have ever fished down here in Texas, fishing a new body of water. We had tough practices, and I mean there was a lot of guys, 25 of them,
Yeah.
that didn't get a check.
That's what I'm-
that
listen.
went home.
Let me tell y'all how this would have worked out for me. And I'm going to say Adrian too, but I'm going to let Adrian explain it. We had 3 days of practice split between 2 lakes. We knew that the qualifying rounds was on Whitney, knockout and championship was on Waco. All right. I had such a tough 2 days of practice on Whitney. I didn't find anything that I felt was of any kind of significance. I was getting a random bite here and a random bite there. I knew that wasn't going to cut it to make the cut. So I opted to take that 3rd day of practice, which I would have loved to have been on Waco, trying to figure out a bite here. I took that and went back to Whitney, and thank God in the last hour, we had to be off the water at 3 p.m. At 2 p.m., I slide into an area, and there's fish swimming around, floating and spawning. Not everywhere, but there were several. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. This is where I need to be. So I had to punt, and I had to take the bird in the hand, which was making knockout round. And that's what I did. And I'm totally cool with how
Yep.
I ended up.
I think lessons learned though. So for me, you know, this is only the second or third time
What?
that we had multiple lakes in one tournament.
Oh, we've had several.
It used
like
to be
3.
more popular.
Huh?
Used to be more
We
popular.
haven't
Y'all done it?
Lake Fork,
here,
we done it.
here in the last few
Riley.
years. I
Y'all
mean,
did it.
there hasn't been more than a half a dozen.
Yeah, no.
There's
Yeah.
only
Did it
been
in
a few.
Louisiana.
But
Louisiana, Wisconsin.
dang, Nick LeBrun just set the hook on a dang big, and I literally was that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
Looks like a spotted bass.
He is. He's marked up real good. But what I was going to say is our next event is the same exact way.
Yeah.
So I think lessons learned. I've got to spend at least 3-4 hours. I may not have to give up a full practice day, but I need to spend at least 3-4 hours get a vibe of the lake.
100%. Listen,
Because
we would have done that this week if it wasn't so tough. I
I
feel
know.
like things are going to loosen up and the patterns will stabilize a little bit better going into the next tournament. So I might even spend a whole day on Brownwood because I feel more comfortable with everything. You know what I mean? This one, we were still in that transition of pre-spawn, spawn. They were not out eating a crankbait on the bank or on secondary stuff, but they wasn't in the back of pocket spawning yet.
sure.
They wasn't floating everywhere, but it was a couple of still in bait. Like it was just too much going on.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
And I mean one thing for you guys too, and that I highly recommend, and Mark can probably say the same thing, but if you're practicing for a bass tournament and it's around the spawn, I personally am a huge believer in not setting hook on nothing. There was a lot of times today or in this video over the last couple days that I went to the same exact spot that I shook a bass off in practice. Now, I'm not visually sight fishing, but I know, I've got this one little crevice of the rock, or I got this one little, corner of this laydown that I shook a bass off, and I was able to go to in the tournament and catch that bass. So that's definitely something that, I'm adamant about when it comes down to fishing around the spawn. But man, I don't have any regrets. I mean, yeah, I wish I had a better day, but in reality, I kind of made do with what I could figure out. It was my first time seeing Waco, and I was around a couple guys that made the cut, so I just didn't really do the job. I really had the mindset of I wanted to cover a lot of water, and I wanted to see a lot of it in power fishing, chatterbait and swim bait and spinner bait, and that's what I did.
Yeah.
And I just didn't slow down fast enough. But the couple of bass you guys did see me catch, I was slowing down. And that was definitely the ticket around the spawn, especially on Waco. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Next tournament, we'll be back on OH Ivy, the famous Ivy. Big 12-pounders swimming everywhere. So appreciate you guys. Thank you.